delay on that. You probably saw me end the stream rather abruptly for the Packers-Vikings. Usually I wait till the clock hits triple zeros before I did it. I ended it with 53 seconds. Long story short, my stomach was not cooperating with me. Hopefully we're okay now. We should be okay. Like, I don't feel like sick or anything. Just, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I'll just put it that way. But thank you for tuning in for the post-game stream. This is our Week 17 recap, analysis, anything you want to call it. How this stream works like this. Fire in the chat with any questions. I will be happy to answer about anything and everything. And yeah, we'll do the Jaguar recap at... we'll see when we do the Jaguar recap. Probably do it after midnight on the East Coast. So, you didn't have like anything like different than what I usually have. I don't know what happened. Sometimes you just, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, can't wait to add this ninth helmet. It's gonna be amazing. About time I played Bethard over Lawrence. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We are definitely gonna talk about that. 35 minutes till New Year's Day and just at my bed, not a care in the world. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. I'm not a big go out guy for New Year's. Just the bar scene is way too chaotic. And like I lived in New York. Never ever would I dream of going to Times Square. Never would I ever dream of going to Times Square for New Year's. Unless it was like a restaurant. If it's like a restaurant where like you have the reservation, you don't have to like stand in the same spot for 16 hours without going to the bathroom or with wearing diapers. I wouldn't want to do that. But if it was at a restaurant, different story. But other than that, I don't really have any desire to do that. So I like watching it at home, watching the ball drop at home, and just going from there. East Coast, 18 minutes till 2024. 2024 on the East Coast. I'm not going to watch the ABC special until it comes on at 11:30 in Arizona. So I will wait until that happens to do it. Yeah, Bills off in Sunday football. Just arrived at someone's house, got internet. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Always good when they got internet. Always good. Don't forget to apply for Chipotle away before you do laundry next time. Will do. New Year's Eve, and I had more drinks than I probably should. As long as they're not working tomorrow. That's... Hangover can take care of that. You know, Times Square's too crowded on New Year's. It's too crowded, too cold. It just seems miserable. You're jammed in there like sardines, and you can't move. And you can't even see the ball. I did see the scuffle. I was off stream during the scuffle. I did see that as I was logging off. But I did see that. I was like, oh, yeah, that did not look great. Yeah, I don't know what kind of diapers they wear, but they do wear diapers. I do know that. Because once you're in, you can't move. Once you're in, that's it. You cannot get out. If you get out, you lose your spot. Yeah, just standing there is a nightmare. And then the weather is bad, and it's... Yeah, they have... Yeah, there's no porta potties. Once you're in, you're in. Once you're in, you are in. It's so bad. And I know people that have tried to do it, and they can't even see the ball. The ball is small. The ball is very small. I've seen the ball many times in my life. Obviously not like dropping, but I've been to Times Square during the holiday season many, many times. I've seen the ball. It's very small. You cannot see it unless you're on that block. If you are not on that block, you cannot see the ball. It's not the most like technologically great thing. It's really not the most technologically great thing. When you gotta go, yep. Pull the brand porn at the start of that episode, yeah. Unfortunately, my stomach had other ideas. Yeah, I don't drink. I'm not drinking tonight. But if you do want to drink tonight, go for it. Ring the new year. Ring the new year in style. Why the heck not? As long as you're not behind the wheel. College football player predictions. I've got Michigan, and I've got Texas. As a Patriots fan, I feel conflicted. I want to continue our winning streak against the Jets, but I want to have a top 3 pick. Your top 3 pick, you get either a quarterback or you get Marvin Harrison Jr. So I would say in the long run, you want the top 3 pick. Finally got home from the airport. That's awesome. That is awesome. You finally got home from the airport. Yeah, like you can see, like if you're watching on ABC right now, the ball is small. I'm not watching until it goes on. They're showing live on the NBC station in Phoenix, but I'm not gonna do that until. I'm not gonna watch anything until that happens. I'm not doing that. Hoping for the Vikings to win, sick of the Cheeseheads. Yeah, I mean, the Vikings, if they won and they made the playoffs, they weren't going to do anything in the playoffs with that quarterback situation. Packers at least could make some noise. Packers could at least make some noise. If they play the Lions, Packers, we saw what happened on Thanksgiving. Cowboys, Packers, oh man. You know that is what Fox is. Fox is salivating right now. Fox is salivating at tonight's results. Because you know what that means? That means the 4:25 wildcard game on Sunday night on Fox will be Cowboys-Packers, and Fox is going to be through the moon. Through the roof with that one. You watching the Football Final miss the ball drop like that kicker missed the field goal? Yeah, I had multiple TVs, so I was watching it simultaneously. It was awesome. It was incredible. Such a fun New Year's. I don't like football on New Year's Eve. I don't like football on New Year's Day. Like college football, I like on New Year's Day, obviously. College football New Year's Day, 100%. But NFL New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, nah, not a fan. Not a fan. They're going to have one of the semifinals on New Year's Eve? Oh, that stinks. New Year's, yeah, I don't like New Year's Eve for college football. I really don't. We have Michael Hoda with the $5. Thank you so much. Headbangers Ball JG edition. We will get to that during overtime. Institutionalized by, I have a feeling I know what that word is. Yeah. We will do that. We will do that for sure. Okay, we're not going to do anything just yet. We're going to wait till overtime for that, but we are doing overtime. We are doing overtime tonight. So I'll make a note of that, and I will put that in once we do overtime at like 12:30. Do they think the Lions going for 2 was a dumb decision? See, I wouldn't have done it. I would not have gone for 2 there. Having said that, that's just what Dan Campbell is. He lives by the sword. He dies by the sword. He lives with aggressiveness. He dies with aggressiveness. That's what he does. I'm not going to fault him for sticking to his guns on that one. Having said that, I think we are missing the fact that it wasn't going for 2 from the 7. It was going for 2 from the 4. Because they had a free play from the 7. And that 4 from the 2, I mean, you're throwing, it's pretty much the same play. Pretty much the same play. Can the Jags make the Super Bowl in 2024? I mean, they can. There's nothing stopping them. They got a lot of problems. It's a lot of they've got some issues, but theoretically they absolutely can. They absolutely can. Yeah, Dan Campbell is a General at heart. Absolutely, he is a warrior. Yeah, he still went from the 7, but no one complained about that afterwards just because they got the free play. When they show the replay, it's from the 4. It's not the 7 one. Again, I wouldn't have done it. Jags will just lose in the wild card. I don't know. Look, I don't know if we're making the playoffs or not. I don't know. I will say if Trevor Lawrence is actually healthy, we have a better shot than we did the last time. Last time against Cleveland Graham, they turned the ball over. We also made a lot of mistakes. Trevor made some uncharacteristic interceptions compared to when he's healthy. Again, I'm not saying we're going to make the... I don't even know if we beat the Titans. I honestly don't know if we beat the Titans. I really don't. But once you're in, you're in. And once you're in, who knows what happens at that point. Look, you just need a shot. You just need a lottery ticket. And once you're in the dance, anything can happen. He's no Ryan Seacrest. I don't even want to know what that stream was like. I don't even want to know. Do I like the NBA and the NHL on New Year's Eve? Not really a fan. No. I don't like sporting events on New Year's Eve. I just don't. Like, New Year's Eve is the one day of the year, like, besides Christmas. It's like the one day of the year where I don't want to think about sports. Like, at the nighttime, at least. The nighttime. I just want to... Like, people are out, people are partying, people are doing stuff. I don't really like focusing on sports there. Now, having said that, New Year's Day, college football, Winter Classic, yeah, I'm all in on that. But, like, I would hate for my New Year's Eve to be ruined by the Jaguars losing 30 minutes before the ball dropped. I would hate that. No, I'm not going to... No. I would never do that. But the ball drop, like, I would hate to be... Like Ohio State fans. Like that last year. Like, I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that. I like watching the ball drop. I like watching musical performances. I would hate to have that situation. So much. To watch my team lose as the ball's dropping? Have my day ruined? It's why I don't like playing on Christmas. That's why I don't like playing Christmas Eve. I love that holiday. And the Jags ruin it. I don't like playing on those days. Those days... Thanksgiving's differently. When I play the game, I'm not saying don't play the games. I'm just saying I don't like them. I'm just saying I don't like them. I'm not saying change it. I just say I don't like them. Yeah, they did not hold a Sunday night game in in 2017, week 17. I don't like that just because... yeah, 2017, week 17, that was the year there were no games that mattered for Sunday football in terms of that impacting others. In terms of, like, impacting other games. So, no. They didn't play a game. Because the problem was that, like, the AFC playoff picture, every game meant something to someone else. No one really controlled their own destiny to some extent. So it was this weird scenario. No, I don't let them affect my daily personal life. I don't like that. Like, besides the fact that, like, I'll be nervous this whole week for the game coming up. But, no, it's more of the idea of, like Christmas Eve, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock last Sunday, I was watching my team get destroyed. And usually I associate that holiday with joy. And I associated that particular moment of it with pain. It's more of that. It's not like I don't like let it affect my personal life. Like, of course not. I mean, like when you're younger, you do. When you don't know any better, but when you're younger. But obviously now, no, it's you realize and you move on. Like the highs and the lows are there, but it's not the same that it was when you were a kid. But like I'd be lying if I said that Christmas Eve last Sunday from 4 to 7. I'm much happier usually on Christmas Eve Sunday from 4 to 7 than I am when it was Christmas Eve last week. That's what I say. That's what I'll say. The penalty line sparks talks on the NFL fixing games. Do you use a 10 or 11-foot poll on the topic? I don't think they fix games. I think they're just incompetent. I think we need body cams. It takes $200,000 to equip every referee with body cams. Every official, you equip them with body cams, it takes $200,000. There's no reason you can't afford that. It improves the integrity of the game, improves accountability, and on top of that, it allows you to look at the film. Because a referee, they might call holding because they see the hands like this, but the hands are really like this, and like, no, that's, like, okay, so next time you see that, no, it's not a hold. Because the angles right now the referees get, it's the game footage. It's not great. It's not great. If you're locked in as a seed, you rest your starters. Now, I don't know if you're locked in as the 1, because that's a double bye, and that might be a bit too much rest. But if you are, I mean, the first half you play him. The second half, I don't know. Second half, you rest the guys. First half, you play him. Now, if you are locked in, and you're not getting a bye, you would be foolish to not rest your starters. You'd be foolish to not rest your starters. You say that because I don't live in an area with a deep fan base that affects everyone everywhere you go. People have comments. I would say that I would say that's different. I will say there is something different in the atmosphere in Phoenix. When the D-backs were in the World Series, there was something different. And during their playoff run, just in people's moods, there was something different. I'll put it this way. I think sports fans, once you get, adjusted, hopefully you don't let it affect you on the negative side, but if it's the positive, you ride that high all the way. You ride that high all the way. Like, I rode that high when the Jaguars made it to the playoffs in 2017 for a long time. A long time. I would say that. Yeah, Brandon Staley play starts week 18 last year. Yeah, there's if you're locked in, there's no reason to. Just take the bye week. Take the bye week. Take the bye week. Fantasy champs in the chat. Let me check my team in my Pirate League. Oh, not what I meant to do. Let me check my team in my Pirate League. Again, we're going to do the Jags recap at midnight. We're going to do Jags recap at midnight. I did not win my matchup. Man, I did not win my matchup. My opponent just went off. That's really all it was. My opponent just went off. He had Lamar and CD. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. It's not like I even left anyone on the bench, then kicking myself over. The dumbest head coach in NFL history? Oh, there are some dumb ones. Probably Harvey Johnson's up there. I don't think Urban Meyer was dumb. I think Urban Meyer was just morally horrible. No, there's no Monday Night Football tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the college football playoff. So they're not doing games then. They moved the Monday night game to Saturday night. So Cowboys-Lions was the Monday night game, and that was Saturday. Yeah, if you attend the ball drop at Times Square, you gotta watch yourselves when you get home. Now, I will say, I know someone that is attending a wedding in Times Square, like at an actual like restaurant, like they can get views and everything. Like, that's cool. I would do that. I would absolutely do that. But like being in the pig pens there, no chance. No chance there. Again, it's not really going to be midnight here. It's going to be midnight in Phoenix, though. Or, Phoenix... what am I saying? It's going to be midnight in New York. Comfortable streams tomorrow. If we hit 750, if we hit that stretch goal, I'll do them. Do I know any other Jags fans in Phoenix? No. Well, I do know... Like, I met one at Tom Grossi's meetup. And there was one that was actually, he went to the law school, but he moved to Jacksonville afterwards. But big Jaguars fan, he has season tickets. But right now, like, I don't really know a whole lot of people in Jacksonville, or in Phoenix. The big team here, and it's been that way for a while, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are massive here. Is Murray the future for the Cards, or do they start looking to replace him? No, they're keeping him. No, he's earned the right. He's earned the right to keep going. Rate the current score bugs from best to worst. CBS 1, NBC 2, NFL Network 3, Fox 4, ESPN 5. Let's do that. You know, Murray's the guy. I'm not sure he's going to get over the hump, but he is absolutely the guy. He's played well. He's played pretty well. Yeah, I'm not watching Times Square yet. I'm going to watch it when it gets live in Phoenix. So it's weird. In Arizona, because I've never done New Year's in Arizona before. I've been in New York for every New Year's. The only one I was in Florida because the Jaguars played the Colts. Final week of the season, so we went down to that game. But this is the first time I'm spending New Year's alone. First time I'm spending it without family or anything like that. How it works in Phoenix is they show the ball dropping live, and then they show it again at 11:30 when it's actually going to be midnight. No, CBS is not 5. No, over ESPN, under ESPN, no. The Cards can trade their pick. No, I think you use it on receiver, especially if you're not going to keep Hollywood Brown, especially if you're not bringing him back. Tom Grossi said he was a 3.9 GPA in college and magna cum laude. That doesn't surprise me at all. He is very, very smart. That doesn't surprise me at all. That does not. I was 3.95 in college, so. No, Grossi is brilliant, especially history. He's brilliant. His presentations on history are phenomenal. They're like the best streams I've ever watched. 2 minutes away. Yep. Again, I will have my clock. Yeah, let's set a timer. Why the heck not? For the East Coast. We're going to do this for every other time zone too. Let me get the timer up. All right, here we go. 1 minute. 1 minute. Then we're going to do We're going to do that. Here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We go 50 seconds until the ball drops live in New York on the East Coast. Again, we're going to do this again for the Central Time Zone. I'm on Mountain Time Zone, so I still have to wait 2 more hours for midnight to hit. But this is the first time ever not being on the East Coast. This is the first time ever my midnight is different. This is the first time ever my midnight is different. It feels weird. It feels very weird. 20 seconds left if you're on the East Coast. Here we go. 20, 19, and then we'll do the Jaguars recap. Like a minute after that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year on the East Coast. Happy New Year, JG9 fam. Let's make 2024 a great one. Let's do it. Happy New Year if you are on the East Coast. I'm in Phoenix, so I got 2 more hours to go till my New Year's. So I'll watch the ball drop, because I always watch the ball drop and the performances. I will watch that at 11:30 when that comes on in Phoenix. Happy New Year, everyone. If you're a member, you can drop those 2024 emojis. We got those in the stream. Old Lang Syne plays. New York, New York plays. Happy New Year on the East Coast. Give me the lottery numbers for 2024. I'm still stuck in 2023. It is officially game day on the East Coast if you're in the college football playoff. Why are fireworks going off now in my place? Why? It's not midnight yet. No, you gotta wait 2 more hours. Central time, you got it in an hour. Oh, man. 2024. If you're on the East Coast. Still stuck for 2 more hours in 2023. So this actually will be the longest year of my life, pretty much. Because I did last year New Year's in New York, and now I'm doing this one in Phoenix. So I get another one. Kiss my boyfriend 0 seconds. That's awesome. That is awesome. Any resolutions? I don't really have any resolutions. Because I feel like with resolutions, I would just break them. Like I did the whole like workout, try and lose weight, try and work out every day. Like I've done that before. It doesn't work. You give up after a week. Go on a diet, like stuff like that. You just give up after a week. If you really care about that much, you would do it before the year started. I definitely have goals for 2024. I don't know about resolutions. For 24. I don't know about that. You show us fireworks going up at your place, so you can't see them. I can't make them. I can hear them, but I can't see them. Your local ABC cut off the New York City New Year's coverage for the 10 News. Really? Wow. It's so weird also, like, so I grew up in New York. So I just associate everything with New York. Because, like, it's a shock to me when it's not. Just because the Today Show goes live in New York. So, like, you don't know what's, like, outside. Thanksgiving Day Parade, the 4th of July fireworks, the Christmas, like, the New Year's special. They're all from New York. So it's all very bizarre. They should all get... Yeah, so we all get to see New York bringing the New Year live. We all get to see it. I just chose not to. I'm going to wait until 11:35 to do it. How it works in Phoenix is that they show it live and they show a tape delay version to actually coincide with New Year. So we'll do that. Favorite kind of fireworks? Ooh. I don't know if I have favorite kind of fireworks. Definitely the ones at Disney. Yeah, I never like going out on New Year's Eve. I never like that. I'm not a big going out person. Like, I like hanging out with friends. Like, when I say going out, I mean, like, the bar scene, crowds, dressing up. Like, I like hanging out with friends and whatnot. Like hanging out with friends and whatnot. Like, I love doing that. I love doing that for New Year's. But, like, going out, like, going into the city or going, like... Not my cup of tea. MK is sports member for a month now. Thank you so much for being a member. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions anymore since old habits die hard, but we have to work hard on where we'll be at some point. Absolutely. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Oh yeah, no, there's absolutely a difference. Like, the thing is that a lot of people view resolutions as you're going to flip a switch. Like, December 30th, I'm lazy. December 31st, I'm lazy. But January 1st, I'm flipping a switch. No, if you make the change right at that moment. It doesn't work like that. It's not a switch just because the year changes. Now, you can set goals for yourself. I mean, that's obvious. Everyone should set goals for themselves. I don't care. It doesn't matter what they are, but everyone should set goals for themselves. Everyone should have a purpose. Everyone should want to strive to be something, but you don't just flip a switch. You don't just go from 0 to 100. You don't just do that. In the spirit of the holiday, which team produced the most fireworks this season? Ooh. Oh yeah, and then we'll do the Jags recap. Oh, who had 600K first? True Grassi? Grassi's on a tear. Right now. I mean, they're both great, but Grassi, he seems to be just climbing at exponential rates. Perna's going to hit it soon, too. Perna's going crazy right now. Perna is on a tear. They're all on a tear. Which team starts with fireworks? I mean, the Dolphins put up 70 in a game, so probably Dolphins. Anyone on the live stream in Pacific time zone? Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we're mountains, so we're close. Oh, Todd is. There we go. Yeah, can't wait to see where Tom is going. I have no clue where he's going. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, how's 2024? So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. All right. But you know what else is good? You know what else is really, really good? Winning a football game. Winning a football game is really, really good. And, folks, I think it's time. I think it's time. I think it's time. Play the theme music. Play the theme music. It has been a month. It has been, actually, if you're on the East Coast, it's been a whole year. So, we got the Colts game. We got the win against the Falcons in London, the Bills in London, the Colts again. Then we got the game against the Saints, the Steelers, the Titans, the Texans. Number 9. For the first time since the 2004-2005 seasons, back-to-back winning records. Back-to-back winning records. Play that music. The Jaguars are back in the win column after a 26-0 shutout victory over the Carolina Panthers. Like, hello, with the tour. Thank you so much. Frank has no resolution because he always does good. Yep, Frank always do good. He always do good. All right. So with that being said, let's talk. Let's talk about the Jaguars game. Oh, wait. Let's talk about the Jaguars. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long 4 weeks. Been a long 4 weeks, I can tell you that much. Season has gone completely off the rails. Completely off the rails. Yeah, helmet does look dusty. Gone completely off the rails. After 4 straight losses to the Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bucks. Did not look good. Finally, back in the win column for the first time in a month. Gets the Jaguars to 9-7. Clinches a winning record for the second straight season. I don't take it for granted. I don't take this for granted. I know it's the Panthers. I don't take it for granted. This is a team that since I graduated elementary school, between that time and last year, I saw my team have 1 winning record. I don't take this for granted. I don't take this for granted. First time since I've been a fan that we've had back-to-back seasons with a winning record. First time. First time. So let's talk about the game. Obviously, the big storyline in this game, Trevor Lawrence couldn't go. First time he's ever missed a start in his career. CJ Beathard, he did what he had to do. He did exactly what he had to do. There were no mistakes this game. No mistakes whatsoever. Beathard, he didn't miss any open guys. He really didn't. He played for the first read. Methodic. He hit the open guys. Had a nice throw to Agnew. Other than that, it was a pretty basic game plan. He's what you want in a backup quarterback. He's what you want in a backup quarterback. He's what you want in a backup quarterback. Running game, I thought, was pretty good today. Pretty good. Obviously, you have the big run by ETN. Obviously, short yard situation, still a bit of a mess. But Tank Bigsby, I got to give Tank a lot of credit. Tank played, I think, the best game I've seen him as a Jaguar. Bigsby looked like the guy we drafted him to be. It wasn't flashy, but he looked like the guy we drafted him to be. A guy that can just pound it up the middle, get you 4 or 5 yards every time, move the pile forward, not go down on first contact. That was what I was waiting for with Tank. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for with him. I'm very impressed with him in this game. Evan Ingram now is the all-time. He is the second player in Jags history to have 100 catches in a season. He played his tail off today. He was open pretty much every single time. Offensive line, Cam Robinson makes a world of a difference. You can actually run to the outside with Cam Robinson. The Jags have lost 1 game this season when Cam Robinson is healthy. When Cam Robinson is playing and in the starting lineup and is healthy, they have lost 1 game. He brings a fire, a tenacity to the offensive line that no one else can. There was a fight at the end of the game. Cam Robinson was in on it because, of course, he was. He brings something to this team. He brings an edge that this team was missing. You watch the Buccaneers game. You watch the footage after the Bucs game of the Buccaneers mic'd up. They were having fits with this offensive line. They were having their way. They were just bullying them. Cam Robinson, he's a bully. He's a bully. We need that. Defensively, Josh Allen, 3 sacks. Officially sets the record for most sacks in a single season in Jags history. Pay that man whatever he wants. We should have got the extension done last year. Doesn't matter. Pay him whatever he wants. He wants to be the highest paid defensive lineman in football? So be it. He's incredible. 16.5 sacks. He's playing his tail off. Trayvon Walker, I don't want to hear it anymore about him over Hutch. I don't want to hear it anymore. Trayvon is a great player. He is a great player. Did we make a mistake with Trayvon with Hutch? I don't know. But I do know this. It's not like we drafted a scrub. Trayvon can play. Trayvon Walker can play. He's been great for the last 2 months. Had a nice game today. Run defense, pretty solid for the first time in a while. Open field tackles. I didn't see too many missed tackles today. Antonio Johnson with an interception. Brandon McManus is back in form. Granted, he didn't have to try any long kicks. So I don't know if he's back in form. He didn't have to try any long kicks, but he did get his confidence back. Didn't miss any kicks. Did everything we had to have him do today. Hopefully Agnew's okay, because that's a big loss in the return game if he is not. Look, I was scared about this game. When you lose 4 straight, you have your backup quarterback in there. You have a running game that can't run, receivers that are miscommunicating, that are dropping passes, an offensive line that can't block, defensive front that's missing tackles, a run defense that's been shoddy as of late, kicker that can't kick. When you have all that, you have to be skeptical. You have to be skeptical going in. But this was a get-right game. And I've been on the other end of those. This is one of the first times I can remember the Jaguars being on this side of the get-right game. We needed that. We needed that badly. And I don't know what to make of this game. I don't know what to make of this team. I really don't. Because we don't know Trevor Lawrence's injury status. We don't know Christian Kirk. When can he come back? Or when will he be able to come back? We don't know the injuries to Zay Jones, Jamal Agnew. We might be completely depleted at wide receiver. The fact of the matter is that we played not a whole lot of bad teams this year. We've only played 2 teams with less than 7 wins. And that's the Titans and the Panthers. We blew both of them out. But every other team has had their moments this season. So I don't know what to make of this team. We've had a tough schedule. I don't know what to make of this team. But it comes down to this final game against Tennessee. I'm still going to talk about the game. But obviously the big one is coming up. Texans didn't help us out. Colts didn't help us out. I didn't expect them to. So winning it against Tennessee, Week 18, I don't know who's quarterbacking for the Titans, whether it's going to be Levis or Tannehill. I don't know. Because Levis took a shot. Winning you're in, lose, you're pretty much out. Barring anything crazy, you're pretty much out. Now, having said that, on one hand, the Titans are a team that we manhandled last time. We manhandled them. On the other hand, that means nothing. The Titans, they want to play spoiler. Their defenses look pretty good as of late. We saw what they did against Miami. Seattle, they looked pretty good right up until the very end. The defense has looked all right. In Tennessee as of late, even without some big names on that team. Offense a bit shaky, but the defense has looked all right. Plus, you have the streak, and I'm very superstitious about that streak. The Jaguars have lost every single game. Or, not that. The Jaguars' final game of the season. Week 17, or I guess Week 18 now. The home team always wins. It's been that way every year since 2005, with no exceptions. Jags beat the Titans at home in 2005. Jags lost to the Chiefs on the road in 2006. Jags lost to the Texans on the road in 2007. Jags lost to the Ravens on the road in 2008. Jaguars lost to the Browns on the road in 2009. Jaguars lost to the Texans on the road in 2010. Jags beat the Colts at home in 2011. Jags lost to the Titans on the road in 2012. Jaguars lost to the Colts on the road in 2013. Jaguars lost to the Texans on the road in 2014. Jags lost to the Texans on the road in 2015. Jags lost to the Colts on the road in 2016. Blew a big lead in that game. Jaguars lost to the Titans on the road in 2017. Jaguars lost to the Texans on the road in 2018. I'm doing this from memory. I don't know how I remember all this. Jaguars beat the Colts at home in 2019. Jaguars lost to the Colts on the road in 2020. Jaguars beat the Colts at home in 2021 in the clown game. Jaguars beat the Titans at home last year, 2022. It's a lot. It's a lot of years of history. It's 2 decades worth of history, pretty much. We have to snap that. We have to beat this streak. We have to beat this stupid streak. We have to end this streak right here. I don't know whether Week 18... It's not the biggest game in regular season history. It's not. I will always say until the end of time, Jaguars-Colts, or Jaguars-Titans, last year, biggest rival, at home, under the lights, win in and lose you're out, that will forever be the biggest regular season game of all time. That will forever be the biggest regular season game of all time that we played. Nothing will ever top that. But this is top 3. It's not number 1. It might be number 2. And Jags-Falcons 96 is up there. But we got a top 3 game in franchise history, regular season-wise, coming up. And I don't know what to make of this team. Because here's the sad reality of this team. Here's the sad reality. We played very well. We played very, very well today. I have no complaints. I thought Press Taylor called a great game. I thought we actually moved the ball. There was actually a plan. We didn't just abandon the running game at random times. We were smart. None of these wide receiver reverse nonsense. None of these stupid play calls. I thought we actually kept everything in front of us. We played a very clean game. 1 penalty, really 2 if you count the Cam Robinson, Derek Brown offsetting penalties. We had 1 penalty on a horse collar tackle, and that was close. I think they got the right call. I thought the officiating was actually pretty fine today. I thought the officiating, they let him play. Nothing really egregiously missed. I thought CBS was not very good. Aditi mispronounced quite a few names, had some bad silent reports today. Said about, like, Brian Burns being questionable to return, and he was out there on the field, so I don't know how that worked. But, yeah, CBS did not produce the best game. The camera man got very confused at times. There was also a play where DJ Chark, we didn't know if he caught a pass or not because the camera missed it, and then they showed the replay, but the replay was covered up by the score bug that they go into commercial, which you couldn't see the ball really at that point. Then there was a 4th down play. I tweeted about that, and they missed that badly. But here's the reality of the situation. The Panthers are the worst team I've ever seen in my life. I am not exaggerating. I am not using that as hyperbole. I have watched every Jaguars game that they played. I've had Sunday ticket. Watched every game since 2009. And I went to a bar when I was in 6th grade to watch most of the games in 2008. I listened to all the games on the radio when I couldn't do that. So, since like 2006. And 05, I listened to a ton on the radio too. But basically, I've been around the block. Oh yeah, when he called, yeah, thank you, yeah. I've been around the block. That was the worst team I have ever seen the Jaguars play. There was not one good thing that they did all game. And it wasn't like we were just manhandling them, like we were playing lights out. We were not playing lights out. We wasted a lot of chances in the red zone. That's still a bit of an issue. Our short yardage running game is not the best. They just stink. They just flat out stink. Bryce Young, it was too easy. He was getting rattled at everything. Every time he escaped the pocket, he just froze. He would make throws on the run for no reason. He was missing wide open guys. He threw a ball away on 4th and 5. Like, what are you going to do? You throw it away on 4th and 5. It was absolutely bizarre how bad they were. It was like when a quarterback escapes the pocket and we don't have anyone like in the second level as like a linebacker, I'm like, oh God, he's going to run for the first down. Why is there one on him? But Bryce Young, it's like, okay, like just wait a second. There's going to be a sack. We called him in the preseason too. I mean, I called him in the preseason. This team was garbage. I called him in the preseason. This team was garbage. Like, this doesn't surprise me at all with the Panthers. They're terrible. But, like, on one hand, I'm happy we got the win. Obviously, I'm thrilled we got the win. We shut them out. They went, like, 2 straight hours of real time without a first down. It was insanity. The defense wasn't even playing, like, lights out, making, like, crazy plays. The Panthers just couldn't do anything. Like, it was too easy. It was far too easy. But that was the worst team I've ever seen the Jaguars play. That was the worst team I've ever seen the Jaguars play. Maybe not, of course, the whole season, but in terms of that particular game, I've never seen a team play worse against the Jags. So again, I don't know what to make of it because we played a crappy team. A really crappy team. But we got the win. We took care of business. It was a comfortable win. It was one of those where it was never in doubt. Once it got to 6-0, once their kicker got injured, once Pinheiro got hurt, we had the great field position to start. I'm like, okay, we got this. And then once we got the stop on 4th and 7, and the second drive, they go 3 and out. I'm like, yeah, we got this. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't turn the ball over. Don't call any stupid plays. Stay ahead of schedule. We got this. And we stayed ahead of schedule. And we didn't make any stupid mistakes. And that's what we have to do. We have the talent to do it. We have the talent. We just have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot, and we did that today. Granted, it was against Carolina. Not a good team, but we did just that today. So yeah, Week 18, winning in. Lose, and you're pretty much out. There is a way to get in. The Steelers have to lose to the Ravens' backups, and the Raiders have to beat the Broncos. It's going to be tough. I don't want to rely on anyone else. I want to win. I want to win. I want to get the division. I want to get the 4th seed. I want to play Cleveland. I'm not saying I want to play Cleveland because I think we can beat Cleveland. It's more of they're locked into the 5, so we'd be locked into the 4. Yeah, I don't know how the Texans lost to them. It made no sense. But yeah. Win number 9. Hopefully we can get win number 10 next week and do this. Hopefully we can get win number 10. Do this. A double-digit win season for just the second time since I graduated elementary school. Get this win. Get into the playoffs for the second straight year. And go from there. Hopefully Trevor's okay. Beathard, you did your job. You know what? You're a backup quarterback. You did everything you had to do. Backup quarterback, can you fill in when you needed to most? You didn't do anything flashy. Yeah, nice throw to Agnew, but other than that, there was nothing more than 10 yards down the field. You did what you had to do. Yeah, you're not the most mobile guy. Took some sacks that Trevor probably wouldn't have taken because you can't escape. You can't really run. Yeah, there were a lot of checkdowns, but you know what? You did what you had to do. You kept the game in front of you. You did what you had to do. And I am very, very worried about the Titans game because, again, I don't know what's going to happen. And, again, we're still a team that's lost 4 out of 5 and a team that has lost 5 out of 7. But I'm happy with the win. I'm not. It's like I'm not like I can't complain about. Like I'm not complaining about the win. We play great. We play great football. It's more of just I don't know what to make of that because Carolina was that bad, and it's more of besides that. The bigger picture is Week 18. Like we gotta move on quickly to Week 18. Because the Titans are going to come for us. Titans are coming for our throats. Especially remember last year, Week 18, we played the Titans. We easily could have lost that game. We did not play well. We did not play well in that game in Week 18 last year. We got the win, but we were a quick ref whistle away on the Josh Allen, Rayshon Jenkins fumble. So that looked like a pass at the start. Now, they got the call right, but it looked like a pass at the start from where I was watching when I was in the stands. When I was watching in the stands, I didn't celebrate till the referee confirmed it. Because I was like, that's not going to stand. That's probably going to be a forward pass. We were a quick whistle away from losing to Josh Dobbs and the backups last year. A beating up Titans team. So, it's far from over. Especially with the streak, especially on the road. Nashville, we're not very good playing on the road in Tennessee. It's a tough place to play. We've won once there I think since 2011, and that was last year. I don't think we beat them in 2010 on the road. I don't think we beat them again on the road besides last year. It's a tough place to play in for us, at least. Especially because Tennessee's a pretty good home team. Tennessee is a pretty good home team this year. And because of the streak, and because of everything, the Titans are going to play spoiler, empty their bag of tricks. And we don't know who's going to quarterback. We got to prepare for 2 quarterbacks, potentially. But we're in a good spot. You told me at the start of the season, winning you're in. Final week, you control your own destiny. I'm taking that. I'm taking that any day of the week. You tell me that at the start of the season. You have one game against the Titans, win, and you're in the playoffs as your division champions. I'm taking that. I'm taking that for sure. So we'll see what happens. But good win. Needed that one. Hopefully we wrote the ship. And hopefully Trevor comes back next week. And hopefully we can get to the playoffs and go from there. So yeah, that's the Jags recap for Week 17. Let's get some more questions in the chat and then let's do some overtime. What would you have done if David Tepper threw his drink on you? I would scream bloody murder. Give me that payday. Give me that payday. I would scream bloody murder. I would slip on that drink. I would make it seem like I just slipped on that thing. I would be... I know I'd be in for a huge payday. I'd be in for a massive payday. I would have them have me carry me out of the stadium on a stretcher. That's what I would do. Yeah, and Tepper, he will get fined. He will absolutely get fined. Probably $100K. You cannot do that. Roger Goodell has been preaching this season, especially with the uptick in fan violence. We need to make our games safer for fans. We don't want them to feel like they're in danger at games. Well, time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Because guess what? One of your own threw a drink on someone for no reason. Like, I would, like, not that I condone it, but I would get it if the fan was, like, going on, like, a one-on-one conversation with him, trash talking, and things got personal. Like, I don't agree with it, but he just threw it. Yeah, that's assault. That's assault. He just threw the drink. He didn't, and, like, I love that, like Ari's tweeted, like, he spilled it. Like, no, he didn't spill the drink. That's an accident. Spilling is you accidentally knock over. This is spilling a drink. This is spilling. If I, like, do this and, like, the bottle just falls on the floor like that, that's spilling. No, he chucked it. He chucked the thing. Sue him for everything he's got. Whatever you can get out of this. Whatever you can get out of this. And then, at the end of the video, there was the fan that tried to, like, climb into the press box to try and beat him up. Like, I love that. I don't think he went anywhere, but, like, he looked back and, like, tried climbing up into the box. Like, you do not mess with Jacksonville. You saw them in the Jags Seahawks game. You do not mess with our fan base. Yeah, Tepper should be fined and suspended. I mean, really, I mean, it's not up to me, but really, you're going to assault a fan like that, you sell the team. You're done. If you assault a fan, that's a zero tolerance policy. That's a one strike, you're out thing. The fans are the back... If I'm Goodell, I'm saying, look, the fans are the backbone of our game. You assault a fan at a stadium? Yeah, you're done. You're done. You assault a fan, you're done. Make him sell for 62 cents. Sell him for the SpongeBob price. Now, obviously, he's not going to be forced to sell the team. I don't think he's going to get suspended. I think if he got suspended, it'd be a reward, honestly. Not having to watch his team play. It would be a reward. If he gets a suspension, that's a reward. But, fine? Oh, I think it's going to be a fine. I'm assuming $100K. I'm going to assume $100,000. They won't take this lightly. The NFL already said, McCarthy already said that they're looking at the footage. Yeah, you do not mess with Duval. That's the greatest tweet of all time was the Roger Sherman tweet. Which one? Hang on. What was the tweet? Yeah. So this is what Roger Sherman, the guy who's doing the road trip for college football. The number one fan base in American sports you need to avoid ticking off is the Jacksonville Jaguars. This was tweeted in 2021. They deeply love something which has never brought them joy. Nothing you can say can hurt them any more than rooting for the Jaguars already hurts them. They are immensely powerful. So yeah, do not mess with Duval. 904 is built different. I will put it that way. The 904 is built different. It is built very different. So yeah. Yeah, we're having OT. We're going to do OT in like 5 minutes. So yeah, I would sue him for everything you could possibly sue him for. That's what I would do. That's what I would absolutely do. Yeah, I thought Panthers thought Young was during a quarter. Now that was because Joe Barry. Yeah. When I watched that game, I was like, how bad are you, Joe Barry? How did you let Bryce Young look this good? Remember that Seahawks game? Oh, of course I remember that. I remember everything about that game. I was like crying tears of joy when Fournette got the first down. I'm like, oh my God, we're actually going to do this. And then Michael Bennett went for the knees on Brandon Linder on the kneel down. Fight broke out. Then Quentin Jefferson with the drink in the stands. It was chaotic. It was chaotic. If there was another 6 inch, if his vertical was another 3 inches higher, He's in the stands, and we got a Malice at the Palace 2.0. How are Jags fans different than Jets fans in terms of loving someone that's never brought them joy? I think, like, the thing with Jacksonville, the thing with Jacksonville that's different from other markets, this is all we have. This is all we have. Weakest fan base, Cardinals. 100% the Cardinals. 100% the Cardinals. Cardinals fan base is the least aware fan base I've ever known. Like, they will, like if you ever been to a game at San Francisco, they just walk up and down the aisles during play. They don't wait for breaks. They walk up and down during play. Like, if you're in an aisle seat, you can't see the game half the time because people are just walking up and down the aisle. They have no awareness whatsoever of the situation. But here's the thing, like, New York, if you're a Jets fan, and yeah, they stink if you're a Jets fan, but you have a baseball team in the market. You have a hockey team in the market. You have a basketball team in the market. Jacksonville, this is all we have. There's no MLB team. There's no NBA team. There's no NHL team. There's no MLS team. We have minor league sports, but this is all we have. So I think that's the difference. This is all we have. So that's the difference in terms of from other fan bases that have suffered. Like, yeah, like Pistons fan, but still, like if you're a Pistons, you probably found the Lions too. Now, granted, Pistons fan, that's tough. Detroit sports fan, they've had it rough. I'm not denying any of that. I'm not like trying to play like who is it worst card. But I'm saying that other markets, you have other teams to fall back on necessarily that like can relieve your happiness. Like Pistons, yeah, we went on a huge losing streak, but at least the Lions just clinched the division. Jaguars, Jacksonville, we have nothing. We have nothing. It is the Jaguars, and that's it. Yeah, it's like Green Bay. Dolphins eliminate? No, it's winning in for the Dolphins. Yeah, I hope Lukin gets the 3P for the tackles. Dolphins, they clinched the playoff spot. If they win on Sunday, they win the division. No, I like New Year's Eve. Now, New Year's Eve in Times Square is overrated. I wouldn't want to do Times Square, but New Year's Eve is fun. Yeah, best thing for Carolina would be if the NFL forces 10% out. They won't do it, but they should. They should be able to. Man, that's assault on a fan, on a paying customer. You can't do that. You can't do that. No, college sports are different. College sports are a different animal. College sports are different. Just talking pro sports. But even that, Gainesville's not in Jacksonville. Gainesville's like an hour and a half away. Jacksonville's split between Florida and FSU. So, that's a bit different. If the Jags win the Super Bowl, how shall my voice be in the recap? I would not have a voice. I would be crying. I would honestly just be crying. Tears of joy. The whole time. Dumb decision list this week. We're going to do the Seahawks and the against the Steelers with whatever the heck Pete Carroll was doing in the second half of that game between the challenge and the onside kick. And Falcons Bears with a field goal at the end of the first half by Cairo Santos, because that was such a dumb play, because they have the same exact situation 2 weeks ago against Cleveland, and they used the reverse logic for no reason whatsoever. It almost backfired on them. Almost backfired. What team can beat my 49ers in the NFC? Right now, it's tough. Lions haven't played them yet, so Lions have a shot. Rams will always put up a fight. Rams will put up a fight. But other than that, it's looking pretty good for San Fran. Looking pretty good for San Fran. Looking pretty good. Oh yeah, we did beat the Titans in 20. Oh yeah, because we started 0-8. We started 0-8 that season, and then we won the Will Blackman strip sack fumble. I forgot about that. I should have forgotten about that, but yeah. So one win though since 2014. So one win there in the last decade. One win there in the last decade. D'Amico Ryan's coach of the year? No, I'm going Stefanski. You make it to the playoffs with 11, maybe 12 wins, with 4 quarterbacks, including a guy you signed off the couch? Yeah, you're coach of the year in my book. Stefanski deserves coach of the year. The stuff he's done with Cleveland... Now, Ryan's has coached his butt off. Same thing with Steichen. I've been impressed with both of them. But I gotta go Stefanski. I have to go Stefanski. Yeah, the Panthers win the division. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Sam Darnold, he's likely going to start. The Niners are going to rest their guys. They're going to rest. Number 1 Chicago sports moment in 2023 was said by most to be the Blackhawks drafting Connor. Yeah, I think you drafted a generational guy, number 1 overall. That's the one. That's the one. Oh yeah, Cowboys are very lucky to have won last night. That was a bizarre situation. Now, granted, to be fair to the Cowboys, to be fair to Dallas, the reason he was open on that play. Bruce Wood, too, thank you so much. Happy New Year, JG9. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, too, man. Thank you so much for all the donations and love and support. Now, to be fair to Dallas, you cannot say, well, look, if the referee got it right, that Detroit would have gotten the 2-point conversion and they win the game. You cannot say that. And the reason for that is because, well, the referee said 70 was eligible. They never said 68. So no Cowboy covered 68. Because why would a Cowboy cover an ineligible receiver? So you can't say that, oh, the Lions got robbed because they would have gotten the 2-point conversion if the referee did their job. Because the whole reason he was open was because the Cowboys didn't cover him because the referee didn't say he was eligible. So they got lucky in some regards, but it wasn't a catch-22. It wasn't a catch-all. Again, you can't replay that situation, too. You can't replay that situation. Because, again, the Cowboys make the argument, first off, there's 23 seconds left. We can easily drive down the field and score. Number two, the only reason we didn't cover him was because the referee said not to, that he was not eligible. So, of course they got the play, because we didn't cover him, because why would we have to? Spurs with Wemby? Yeah, I think so, at some point. He's a star. Wemby's a star. Just got to get him a point guard that can actually feed him the ball. A point guard that actually feeds him the ball, you're golden. Yeah, Connor's living up to the hype. He's looking very good. I mean, that Michigan goal he had the other night was crazy. Yeah, goal of the season, for sure. Goal of the season, for sure. That's the play that gets, like, that's his signature play. Yeah, Raptors, they made a good trade. I'm not sure what the Knicks... I know RJ Barrett, like, he was kind of stalling in New York, but I don't like the trade. Favorite football skit. It's got to be Peyton Manning United Way. It's got to be. I mean, what else could it be? Honestly, what else could it be? I mean, you have Key and Peele with the bowl. You've got Tom Brady with the carnival game. You got that. But, like, what else could it be besides Peyton Manning United Way? Besides Peyton Manning just chucking footballs at kids in the back of their head and teaching them moral lessons. What else could it possibly be? That's one of the funniest SNL skits of all time. Yeah, finally, my bull version can come back down after a win. Yeah, finally. It helped that this game was over in the first quarter. It helped that even when it was 6-0, I figured, look, the Panthers are not finding the end zone. And they don't have a kicker because Eddie Piñeiro's hurt. So they're not going to score. So we'll be okay. Okay, I don't count baseball. I don't count that. I count that as baseball. Just because I watched that the first time at the Baseball Hall of Fame. So I don't count that. If we're counting that, that's the winner. If we're counting that, that's the winner. But I don't know if I count that. Because I view that more as a baseball skit. Just because they have an exhibit at the Baseball Hall of Fame when I went there in 2009, where they show 2 clips on repeat. And it's Abbott and Costello who's on first, and it's that baseball versus football. The Rob Riggle segments, they were hit or miss. They were very hit or miss. There was a skit today on Fox. Now I didn't have the audio on, but they had like different people in different team jerseys, and they were all modern jerseys. Except for the Jaguars. It was a Justin Blackmon teal jersey. So, like, 10 years old, at least. More than 10 years old. Was that part of the joke? Was that planned? Like, again, I wasn't watching with any audio. I might have to, like, rewatch if I can. But that seems very lazy on Fox's part if that was not part of the joke. Yeah, George Collin, that was the first episode. The one they showed at the Hall of Fame, the best version of that. Yeah, Duval for sure, Brandon. Duval for sure. The best version of that, by far, was the one he did in, 1991? That was the one that I was exposed to. With Bill Parcells in a New York Giants uniform. That was the one. Best football celebrity fan. I mean, for the Jaguars, the guy Asher Gordon that plays on Ghosts on CBS, he is a diehard Jaguars fan, and like legit diehard Jaguars fan. He was like a fan since 1995. You can check his Instagram from before he became big as an actor, and he was at the playoff game in 2017 as a fan. He's a diehard. Best football celebrity fan in terms of ratings, Taylor Swift. In terms of ratings, gotta be Taylor Swift. Yeah, of all players, Justin Blackmon. Had to be. I'm assuming it had to be part of a joke or something. It had to be. And he has Josh with the 5. Thank you so much. Did Cam Robinson just secure another extension based on his return today? Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too, man. And here's another great one for the channel. Hopefully, yeah, this has been a fun year for the channel. This has been a good year. Hopefully, 2024 is good as well. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much, man. Did Cam secure an extension? I think we're still going to have to restructure the contract. It's a lot of money. But I think he secured being on the roster because I think we were going to cut him before we realized, oh, he is very important to this team. And we thought, okay, we can cut him. Walker Little can take over at left tackle. That's really not the case. He's not improving the way that we thought. Thoughts on Doug Pearce as head coach? I'm not crazy. Honestly, I'm not crazy about Doug. I was on the fire Doug train last week. I still sort of kind of am. It's not going to happen, obviously. But I still am sort of kind of on that train. Just because, again, the bottom line is that we've had, 40 guys from the roster from last year, and 3 of them have improved? Maybe 4. You can count Evan Ingram. But really, you look at the guys on the roster. Josh Allen has improved. Trayvon Walker has improved. Darius Williams has improved. And Evan Ingram has improved. And that's it. No one else has improved. No one else has improved. And that's on coaching. So... It's also, I don't like the play calling, which Press Taylor, he gave responsibility to Press Taylor on that. There were some dumb decisions he's made for no reason. He's made 3 of them this season. If my friend asked me to go to WrestleMania, of course I would go. Look, I like wrestling. I'm not a huge fan of wrestling, but I will watch. If someone gave me a free ticket, I'm not turning it down. Best sports moment of 2023. All right. Whew, man. For the Jaguars, for me personally, it was 27-0. For not counting the Jags, it was the 4-home run 3rd inning against the Dodgers. Being in the stadium for that was electric. If we're talking in general, the best sports moment of 2023... Man, that is tough. Man. Honestly, probably Messi coming to America, playing with Miami, and then the Leagues Cup run. That was magical. The Leagues Cup run was magical. We're talking global. If we're talking that, I think Messi coming and first game hits the game-winning free kick, wins the League Cup, and just goes on a tear, that probably is the best sports moment of 2023. You also had the field hockey coach for UNC. A former player. I think, 22, 23 years old? Wins the Natty her first year as a head coach. That's a crazy story. I was saying Missy Field, that was fun. That was a crazy moment. Yeah. I don't know if I count that as 2022 or 2023. Would I rather have the Panthers beat the Jags today or wrestle the Undertaker in his prime? Wrestle the Undertaker. Pain is temporary. Losses are forever. Give me the Undertaker. Gonna go for the countdown. Might come back later. All good. First time I drank alcohol. So I don't drink. Now, I've had sips of stuff before. So, if my... sometimes, when, my parents would, go on vacation, and they get, a tropical drink, and, I'd have a sip, just to try it. My sister would get the drink, to actually drink, and, I would just have a sip. Stuff like that. But, other than that, no. I can't chug, I can't do shots, I don't like drinking, I don't like taste. I can taste the alcohol. I also don't like not being in control. I'm a big control person. That's why I like doing this. It's why I hate traveling with airports, because there's a lot of stuff out of my control. I'm very rigid in terms of like timing and whatnot, and so I don't like alcohol. So I'm not a fan of alcohol. I don't judge anyone that is, unless you get behind a wheel. But I'm not a fan, or unless you're like destroying, or unless you're making horrible decisions because of it. Like if you're like if you just like to drink, I have no problem with that. No problem with that. Best home in Jags history? Oh, it's easily beating the Broncos in '96. Easily. Was the Cardinals onside kick a dumb decision? I don't think so. Because I look at it like twofold. You catch it by surprise. If you get it, great. Now, onside kick is different. An alcoholic beer? Not really. Don't like the taste. Don't like the taste. Someone's given it to me before. Not really. Took a sip. You could taste it. You could taste it. Because I thought the onside kick by the Cardinals, here's the thing. You catch them by surprise. If it works out, great, you got a possession. Now, it's not like the Seahawks where it was a designed onside kick, where everyone knew it was coming. Eagles had no idea. If you don't get it, the Eagles still can't run out the clock. The Eagles cannot run out the clock. It was a very arena football-like move. In arena football, that was a very common strategy to try onside kicks so that you would get the ball back guaranteed. It was a very common strategy. If you pour milk before the cereal, you are on a list somewhere. You're on a list. You are absolutely on a list. Milk before cereal is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Because then you don't even know how much cereal is in there. Because it sinks in the milk. It's like... It's insane. Yeah. The Saints, yeah, that was infinitely worse. Infinitely worse. Yeah, the Cardinals won. It was a surprise onside kick, and there was actually some strategy involved. I kind of like that. You know, the Broncos, that was a huge deal. A huge loss. Maybe the biggest upset in the post-merger era. I really believe it. In the post-merger era, that's the biggest upset of all time. So Jets Colts was pre-merger. Jets Colts was pre-merger. But I think in the post-merger era, Broncos Jaguars was the biggest upset of all time. Giants Pats, it was an upset, but I can't say that was the biggest upset of all time. Now, in terms of like the stakes, yeah. But like the Giants played well against the Pats when they had the regular season. I gave them a fighting chance. I think a lot of people gave them a fighting chance to win that game. Maybe not. They didn't predict they would win, but they thought it'd be close. Jags Broncos, we thought it was gonna be a blowout. Everyone thought that was gonna be a blowout. Yeah, like applying shampoo directly on her. Yeah, you put it on your hand, and then you rub it, and then you put it on your head. Exactly. Some Chardonnay, nice. Nice. All right, I think we're gonna do some overtime now. I think it's that point in the night we're gonna do some overtime. All right, how overtime works? I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock, and I will also put in the timer for New Year's as well, so we can get that countdown started. Where are we going? Where are we going? Give me one quick second. Let me figure something out really quickly. Figure something very, very quickly. Give me one quick second. Secondary scoreboard. Second time. Here we go. Hang on. One quick second. And I'll be good to go. There we go. All right. So, how overtime works like this. And let me do a countdown to New Year's clock. Hang on. Again, this is by design. Don't worry. All right. It's all good. It's all good. All right. How it works like this. We put 5 minutes on the clock. Any donations? I get your question right away. Any donation resets the timer. You can see the overtime rules on the screen. If I go bada bing, bada boom. Overtime rules over here. All right. 5 minutes on the clock. We got the Headbangers Bowl thing I got to do with Michael Ho. Thank you so much for the donation. This is where it gets a bit weird and wacky. If you send me any requests to listen to something, play videos of something, I will do just that. Let me just get my headphones in. Oh, man. Costa Rica's warm wacky. There is no time limit. Although I will say that once 11:30 on the Mountain Time hits, I will just be going in and out in terms of muting, just so I can listen to the Dick Clark Rock New Year's Eve when it goes live in Phoenix. Yeah, I'll be if we're still on, I'll be ringing the New Year. We're still on, I'll be ringing in the New Year. All right, let's start that 5-minute timer right now. All right, so let's see what we got. Again, 250 over Jersey you want me to on the next stream. 500 if we do hit that goal. I will edit an episode live on the air. If we hit 750 for whatever crazy reason, I'll work both games tomorrow. Does watching Bether man the offense hurt or help your view of Trevor? It makes no difference. It makes no difference. Look, they run it very differently. Bether has no zip on his throws. He has no velocity. He can't throw deep. He can't escape sacks. He can't run. Trevor is still a much better quarterback. I guess the frustrating part was that the offense was moving the ball, but it wasn't moving it with Trevor because we called it differently. The game plan was very different. Jason Fisher giving a membership. That is a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Jason Fisher. Kay Hansen getting gifted this membership. Again, as a member, get a lot of cool perks for your name at the end of each video. Members only Q&A streams, and which the next one will be on January 2nd. I get to use custom emojis in the chat. All right. Reset that clock by a few more minutes. Resend that bad boy to... Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do this. Eagles, yeah, they're in panic mode. They're in panic mode. At this point, you can't... How can you not be? How can you not be? All right, so here's the song. Whoa, Jesus. Institutionalized. Okay. Listen to this. Oh. Was not expecting this. Was not expecting this. I was... Broski gets a membership. Zach Hunt getting one. As a member, you get a lot of cool perks. Name of the individual members on the Q&A stream. Zach G with the $5. All right, hang on a second. Thank you guys so much. Here we go. Thank you so much. So Zach G with the $5. Broski with a membership. Audit. This cop got fired. Oh, okay. All right. I like that. Okay, this song is bizarre. This is not what I thought this was going to be. This is not what I thought it was going to be. The drum to spin up. I do like that. It really like it expressed like the manic part. This is not what I thought the song was going to be. At all. Oh my god. No, I thought it was going to be. It does mean that we're guaranteed to do it for the Central Time Zone. I've never heard... This is 1983? Holy cow. This sounds very ahead of its time. This sounds like a mid-90s song. Wow, This is chaotic. This song is absolutely chaotic. CJ Beathard went to Iowa. Iowa's a lot of farmland. Yes, he is a Hall of Farmer. He's a Hall of Farmer. Absolutely. He absolutely qualifies for the Hall of Farm. All right, we got Connor Akers with a tour. Thank you so much. Watch America's Got Talent Audition All-Stars 2011. We shall do that. Let me get the audit thing first, and then we will do that. Yeah, Texans Colts do Saturday night game. I have not made an intro yet for the Texans, so that'll be interesting to do. That'll be very interesting to do. All right, so we are doing... I'll do America's Got Talent audition first, just because I don't know how long the audit video is going to be, and there's probably going to be some stuff to talk about with that one. Oh, Grassi's doing a New Year's stream too? Oh, man. All right. Oh, man, I I remember this one. Yes, I remember. They're good. Yeah, 2011. I remember that. That was a great season of AGT. That was a great season. It destroyed the Hatters. Great couching. Absolutely. He had the 32.1 rating. That doesn't shock me. There it is. Get those emojis out. Get those emojis out. Where's the 39.6? Oh yeah, I did intro, but that wasn't. But that wasn't with the highlights of the Texans from the. That was CJ Stroud highlights from Ohio State. Yo, what if it's 15 minutes? Yeah, so we're gonna do that after. Numa guy, bro, give me the tour. Oh, we can absolutely do that. We can absolutely do that. Oh man. Oh, my stomach. Okay, hang on. Thank you, Broski, for the tour. You know, my analysts are good. They were very good on AGT. Give me Pepsi. All I want is one Pepsi. Yep. My dog's like World War III is happening outside. Oh, I'm assuming for 4th of July. 4th of July is even worse. 4th of July is even worse. I mean, probably for New Year's Eve in Phoenix, it's probably not, like, I've never done New Year's Eve in Phoenix, but, I mean, it's a lot more tolerable to do fireworks versus the summertime, but in the Northeast, different story. Yeah, no, that was a great audition. Top guards for Packers DC can't be any worse than Joe Barry. How the Jags get if we lose? The Ravens need to win, and the Raiders need to win. We need help from the R teams. Ravens, Raiders. That's the easiest way to do it. We need help from the R teams. Ravens, Raiders. Easiest way to do it. All right, countdown clock is starting for the Central Time Zone. It'll be something in terms of conference record and tiebreakers and whatnot. Oh yeah, no, a lot of fireworks in Phoenix. A lot of fireworks in Phoenix. I've been able to see a few of them. All right, let's do the. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. Hang on. Yeah, we were around there. Yeah, we were around there. Yeah, why the Olate Dogs? Yeah, Tom Cotter should have won. Tom Cotter was hysterical. Tom Cotter should have won that year. Tom Cotter No, that was that? No, I thought that was 2012. That was 2012, right? Yeah, 2012, we had Tom Cotter. 2011, I think, was... Right? Right, 2012, you had Jackie Ivanko, Fighting Gravity, and Tom Cotter. And then it was the Olate Dogs who won. And they messed up in the final, too. They messed up. GamerKiller2347, thank you for the tour. Let's reset that clock by just a bit. 21 Kid, Forget What Year It Is by Aloe Bymar. All right, we'll do that. What year it is. Increase the pool. 144.95. 30 seconds, folks, on the Central Time Zone. You know, talent shows. Problem is that they got rid of, like, actual criticism by judges, and now it's all just sob stories. But it used to be, like, actual criticism from judges, and it would be harsh, and now they're not. Kind of a bit soft in that regard. Kind of a bit soft. Happy New Year to you, Jacob. Thank you for tuning in. All right, we're going to do the audit thing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year to the Central Time Zone. Central Time Zone, Happy New Year. If you're on the Central Time Zone, Happy New Year. I got one more hour until it's 2024 in Phoenix. All right. The scout got fired immediately after this stop. All right, let's do this. Oh, the audit. All right. we'll do Numa Numa, and then we'll do 21 Kid Forget what year it is. Oh, this show's got a lot of subs. Holy cow. Oh, this is like an actual video. Okay. Yeah, still waiting for the World Peace thing. Gotta wait a while for that one. This was not a good year for World Peace. Alright, so far nothing. It's directing traffic. Whoa! Whoop! What the? Okay, so I'm 58 seconds into the video. What is he doing? Yeah, first real episode 22. Yeah. Yeah, Tokyo was a bit weird with no fans. I mean, I haven't even, like, got it. Like, I'm only 58 seconds. What was he doing? Like, he was telling the car to pull over, but, like, he did that to do it? How would the car even know either way? How would the car even know either way? Okay, that was odd. Alright. That alone's fireable offense. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I just have to get rid of that and get rid of that for now. What you... Yeah, how is he supposed to know? How is he supposed to know? 1025 from Scorpion. Hang on a second, folks. 1025 from Scorpion. Thank you so much for that. Let me reset that clock by a bit. Thank you so much, Scorp. Thank you so much. What is it against? Yeah, against that. More surprising. Colts and Texans after last year. Lions winning the division. Also, watch SNL episode 1, George Carlin Baseball Football. Yeah, okay. So Lions winning the division, I'm not surprised by. I had that. I have the Lions winning the division. That doesn't surprise me at all. It's definitely Texans and Colts, especially the Texans. Especially with how Stroud looked in the preseason, it's definitely the Texans. Definitely. Lions, I'm not shocked by at all. I thought the Lions were going to win the division. Based on how they played second half of the season, based on the other teams in there, I'm not surprised by that at all. All right. Okay, so now we're getting the moment where they pull over. All right. She's so confused. Yeah. She's so confused. You just told the car to, like, go, like, what's she gonna do? What's she supposed to do here? He's being so hostile for no... He's being so hostile for no reason. Yeah. What? She thought he was... Yeah, I thought you were waiting too. I would have been confused too. I would have done the same exact thing. I would have done the same exact thing. How was I supposed to tell with those directions? How was I supposed to tell with those directions? He is a lunatic. What? Give me a second to get license. She's like, no, like, you don't just have it right there on you. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. This cop is bad. I feel so bad for this woman. What? I feel so bad for this woman. Like, oh my god. What the... Yeah, the signal made no sense. The signal, first off, made no sense, and there was no reason to act like that. Anyway, like, yeah, oh man. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Yeah. I would have done the same exact thing. You know, it could have been terrible. I literally would have done the same exact thing if I was in her shoes. The same exact thing. I would not have thought that was stop. I would not have thought that was a stop signal. Not the slightest bit. I would not have thought that. All right, let's do Numa Numa, and then maybe later we will do the rest of that video. I like the way he narrates it. I like the way he narrates it. I might sub to the channel. All right, Numa Numa. Here we go. An all-time classic. An all-time classic. Yeah, I mean, this is a YouTube legend. I love that this song got sampled in "Live Your Life" by T.I. and Rihanna. All-time classic. I mean, this is vintage YouTube, but like with Annoying Orange and Charlie the Unicorn. I mean, this is vintage YouTube right here. Who doesn't remember this? I get some laws. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we will dive into that. I want to see the 21 Kid Forgets what year it is. Best New Year's movie? When Harry Met Sally. Alright, so YouTube poop. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. I've never seen this before. It only has like 2,500. Oh, it's supposed to be a dumpster fire? According to the description, it's supposed to be a dumpster fire. Oh, wow. What on earth am I watching? So it's like Back to the Future style car. Okay. I'm very confused by this. If Cujo is back. He is back. What on earth? Kyle Staley, member for 3 months now. How's it going? Happy New Year, JJM from the land of sugar. We are Texans. Who dat FTTB. Thank you for being a member, Kyle. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, man. I'm struggling to follow the plot on this. What is the plot? I have no clue what's going on in this video. I gotta be honest, I got no clue. So it was, man doesn't know what year it is, goes back in time, and now I got nothing. I was following it before. MKI Sports with an 11! Our new leading donor. Thank you so much. Let's reset that clock by a bit. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let's get some time on that clock. Watch some old G.I. Joe parody clips from Fensler Film. Happy New Year, JJ and I. Keep doing great work. Thank you so much, MK. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, man. Thank you. Best lore? Oh, there's so much. There's so much lore. I don't know if I can pick one. J Pink with the 5. Thank you so much. Please listen to Better by Aussie Indie Rockers Moving Stills, a song I randomly discovered on Walgreens. Ooh, Walgreens Radio. Wow. That's an odd place to find a song, but... thank you. I will absolutely do. Thank you so much, Jay. I will do that. Will the Ravens and Niners rest their stars? My guess is they will. My guess is they absolutely will. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the donations, guys. This is crazy. It's a great night so far. Great night. All right. So G.I. Joe parody clips. We've got by Fensler Film. I gotta do baseball, football. I do remember watching the SNL version. I do remember watching that, but I haven't watched it in a while. Obviously, I've watched the 91 version many times. Better by Moving Stills. The audio channel? I like the style he narrates. I'm going to keep watching the audio channel before I go to the G.I. Joe. So aside from JJ News, what else I say in the video? Olympic streaming channel coming in July, or after the draft. We're gonna do an Olympic streaming channel, and we're bringing back JGH87 in January or February after the NFL season's done. In terms of these Olympics, we're gonna stream the Olympics, and that will launch in April after the draft, and then we will stream the Olympics in July. We'll do, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do May, June. We're gonna just do Olympic history videos. And we're going to do more documentaries. Every Saturday will be a documentary from this point on. If all goes according to plan, will be a documentary style video. Broski gifting a membership! Mark Melquire. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for being a fan of the channel. Broski, thank you for the membership. Really means a lot. Mark, as a member, you get a lot of cool perks. Including your name at the end of each video. Members only Q&A streams. You get the ability to participate in the chat by using custom emojis. And you get a lot of other cool perks as well. Why does it feel illegal to walk out of a store without paying things? Why is it illegal? I don't know. I know why it's illegal. And news on JG45 Politics channel. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There we go. Yeah, Mel Hudson, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, it's like, I mean, Caillou is classic. Caillou is classic lore. Caillou is classic lore. Yeah, so watching the audit video, and then we're gonna do the G.I. Joe, or baseball, I should say. Yeah, there's no way anyone thought, no common person would think, no reasonable person would think that the officer was directing her to stop. There's no, his arm was down by his side. She was not doing that. Like, she is very clearly not at fault here. Banjo with the tour. Thank you so much. Listen to Lady Hear Me Tonight by Mojo. All right. We will do that. Thank you so much, Banjo. Yeah, there's no way anyone would think that's a stop. Yeah, I like the way he narrates this. Where do you work? That's not relevant to this at all. Yeah, no, I'm not doing a political channel. No chance. Thoughts on Fall Wait, I'm shocked. After the way we slumped the last two games, I was just shocked. Wait, and he's just yelling at her like she's trying to explain her side. Oh my goodness. Wait, do all the Super do dumb decisions? At some point, yeah. At some point, that'd be cool to do. At some point, that'd be very cool to do. Yeah, 100th anniversary of the first Winter Olympics. That's crazy. Yeah, she didn't attempt to stop the car because you didn't issue a stop signal. What? Yeah. Yeah, when he randomly anyone that just randomly ejects politics, like, that's not why we come to you. Broski with another 2! Thank you so much. Any New Year's resolutions? No, not really. I mean, I have goals for 2024, but I feel like with resolutions, like, you just break them anyways. If it's that important, you start before the year. But definitely goals. Definitely stuff I want to do with the channel, but... Odds if the Panthers were the clown costumes against the Bucks? I think we've claimed the clowns. I don't think the Panthers would do that. Well, 45 would be by design. 45 is by design. Yeah, everyone in Houston betting big on energy being bathed in burnt orange next week. Biggest upset? Oh, easily Cardinals. Easily the Cardinals over the Eagles. He stopped the stream? Ooh, alright, so I got the New Year's audience. I got the New Year's audience, baby. We still here, baby. We are still here. That's to be fair to Grossi, it's like 1:15 in the morning there. He's got to record the Packers reaction. And he's got to do every NFL. He's got to do a lot. He's got to do the Packers reaction, because that game was Sunday Night Football. And he's got to do the every NFL fan video. He's got to get that. He has not owned or addressed the allegations. He has not owned that. I know he has not. He made a joke about it. He attacked me on Twitter, but he hasn't owned or addressed anything. Big or upset if it went the other way? 38 or 43? Ooh, that's a tough question. I would say 38. Jeez. No. Oh my God. She is nuts. He is nuts. He is nuts. He already had that. How did he get that out so quickly? Well, okay, he must have recorded. So I'm guessing Grossi signed off after the Packers game was done. He recorded it and sent it to an editor, and the editor worked on it. I'm guessing Johnny Barks. I have no clue how he did that then. That's insane. Reason behind. Oh, for the upset? The Steelers were in a dynasty. The Patriots were in the midst of becoming one. The 03 Pats were probably better than the 08 Steelers. 2024 is walking into a boss fight. 2020 was that. We beat the boss. We beat the boss. Am I hurt emotionally? Jesus. Jeez. Jeez. Well, Grossi edits his stuff. I know he had, like, Johnny Barks edited all the 30 for 30 stuff. He couldn't possibly do it. If he didn't do it, he'd have no time to sleep or do anything. There's no way he could edit all those vids. There's no way. 2014, yeah, solid, but for music, it was terrible. Music, it was one of the worst years ever. All right, citation for failing to... Jeez. Yeah. All right. We're like halfway through this video. All right, political content is separated from sports. Once that intertwines, unless there's a reason for it to intertwine, no. Here's the thing. Like, sports and politics have always intertwined. The Olympics, like the 1968 Olympics, like, it's always intertwined in some regards. Integration. Jackie Robinson, that was politics. So it's always intertwined. The moment is when you put it in unnecessarily. That's the moment. Like, it's a fine line. Like, it's a fine line to juggle. In terms of, okay, when do I have to talk about politics? And if I do, how to sound unbiased and make it seem like it's about sports? And when am I just injecting it for no reason? Got quiet? A phone call exactly? Oh, it's all good. Is everything okay? Hopefully everything's okay. Thoughts on the allegations against Chris Jericho? I did not hear about that. Was there even a good year for music in the 2010s? I would say 2010 through 12 was pretty good. At least 2011 through 12. 2011 through 12 was good. Oh, Gross went off the air for about 30 minutes after the game to do that vid. Oh, come out. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So he probably went off the air, did the vid, sent the raw footage over to someone, and then got set up for the stream. That's my guess. Yeah, I'm really happy about that Fulham win. We're safe. We are absolutely safe. I'm very happy about that. With no help in the window. I don't know what's coming in January. With no help, this roster is doing all right. Let's after this got Football and Baseball by George Carlin, then G.I. Joe parody, Moving Still's Better, and then Lady Hear Me Tonight by Mojo. Yeah, Frank will get elected. I could run on that platform. My political channel will just be Frank getting elected president. CBS leading out of Super Bowl 58 with an action drama. Okay, I think they've botched this. Because here's the thing. If you promote every single show as airing after the Super Bowl, none of your shows are airing. I don't know which show is airing. Every show that they're promoting, they're saying premieres after the Super Bowl. Okay, there's like 20 of them you've shown. Which one is it? You've shown like 20 different shows. It's insane. And then I love that it's like, all your favorites are back, like we got through this together. We got through, what do you mean we got through this together? What are you talking about? This wasn't like some crisis or anything. We got through, everyone was on strike because you guys couldn't make a fair deal. Like, this was your fault. And now you're parading it like all your favorites are back. We got through this together. Like, what? How did... You were the ones that caused this! You were the ones that caused this! If I burn your house down, and then you rebuild it, and then I say we got through this together, no, I was the one that burned... We didn't get through this together! I was the one that caused the problem! It's nuts! So CBS, they air these ads for the entire season, basically saying your favorites are back. The reason they left was because of your fault. Because you were responsible for it, to some extent. To some extent, at least, you were responsible to some extent. It wasn't like it was COVID and there was a reason why. It wasn't like that. This was a problem entirely created by you. Yeah, it's like SpongeBob looking for the maniac. It was entirely created by you. So, and then you promote it like we don't know what on earth the show is. Because there's 20 different shows you're saying are airing after the Super Bowl. And like now there's 2 different versions of Ghost airing at the same time. And now, like, I don't know what's what anymore. So like Ghost UK was airing in the fall. Is that still airing in the spring? Or are they just airing Ghost US? Is that going to be... How is that going to work? And then Yellowstone, everyone gets hooked on Yellowstone. And now it's going to be back to Paramount Plus. How does this work? How does any of this work? It's so stupid. You can't say anything is airing after the... I've watched the Lead Out Show. I've watched it many times. I always watch it. Just because. There's some good ones. There's some duds. Yeah, your favorite TV show is back for their 20th season. Literally every TV network out there. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Will Smith didn't leave. He got kicked off for reasons. For very, very bad reasons. Les Moonves is not a good person. Yeah, 60 Minutes is still a thing. And Murder, She Wrote. But, yeah, NCIS, they're in Australia now. 60 Minutes to the Neighborhood, Bob Hart, Sabashola. There's a show called So Help Me Todd. I'm not kidding. There's a show called So Help Me Todd. The stupidest show, I never watched it, but just off the title. There was a show called God Friended Me. Remember this one? Remember when CBS was really out of ideas? It's called God Friended Me, and it was a show about a man who got a Facebook friend request from God. Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, no, I like the way he does this. I like the way Audit the Audit does this. I'm still watching. I still got 5 minutes left in this vid. Yeah, that's why Les Moonves is no longer there. He didn't leave. He got fired. Yeah, so help me, Todd. And it's like Bob Hart Sabashola, like, I haven't watched the show, but the trailers made it seem like Bob's a creep, and then by, like, season 3, he gets with the girl anyway, so it's like, what? Dumbest show title ever? Oh, it's God Friended Me. God Friended Me is the dumbest one. It was low-key good. Really? Really? Not as bad as River of the Alamo. Oh, yeah, that was good times. Good times on that one. The South Park episode where they were coming up with... yeah. Oh, no, that was that was Rob Schneider. That was Rob Schneider with him being a carrot and a stapler. That was that. That was Rob Schneider. Unless I did another one with Adam Sandler that I don't remember. Oops, wait. What's supposed to happen? That was Adam Sandler. And the Family Guy with the manatees? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 2020. Superhero genre is dead. Well, I'm not going to say it's dead. People just want good movies. Like, Guardians did very well. I don't know why I was trying to direct traffic here, too. Because there was no, like, reason. God Frenemy is now part of JG9 lore. You don't make the rules I do. Real show. Oh, no, the worst show. The worst show. This was a real thing. And I know this because it aired after Big Brother one season. There was a show. There was a different... Oh, it was Adam Sandler from Awesome. Oh, yeah, it was. Forgot about that. I forgot about that one. Because I remember Rob Schneider. Trevor Lynn was that. Yeah, Disney folks... Yeah, I mean, Disney Plus superhero genre. Problem is that, like, you have to do homework now. It used to be just you watch the movies. And now it's... Okay, you have to watch all these TV shows and they all intertwine. And it's like, do I really want to do that? I just want to go to the movies. And then, like, it made sense at the beginning of the Marvel Universe because it was like, you saw these superheroes, but they would appear, like, every 3 movies. And now you can watch your favorite superhero and they don't appear from the 15 movies. You just have to remember that. So bad. So bad. Oh, yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the worst show. Because it aired after Big Brother. I like Big Brother. The worst show, by far. They were so out of ideas one point. They aired a game show called Candy Crush. I'm not kidding. There was a game show based off Candy Crush. An hour-long game show. Hosted by Mario Lopez. On Candy Crush. Alright. So I'm going to do now George Carlin baseball football. You got in front of me and then pull off the upset. Yeah, Fall Disney. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, hang on. We're trying to get through this. Okay, hang on. Yeah, Candy Crush game show. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah, George Carlin, first ever host of SNL. This was like the original version of baseball football. The better one was in 91. You know, I'm not making that up. Thank you for tuning in, Jax. Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year to you. Trivial Pursuit was a good game show. Aired on the CW. I like watching that show. Yeah, why is waiting a bit longer for the new year? Yeah, Lingo was way before. Yeah. The grades... Oh, I haven't seen the grades yet. I still have like 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in that one. Where hasn't been... Wait, what? Oh, there hasn't been a good TV game this entire... No. I'm actually trying to think. I mean, Millionaire was 99. No, Deal or No Deal. Deal or No Deal was a good game show. Deal or No Deal was good. But that's the only one I can think of. I like good game shows. Deal or No Deal is the only one I can think of. You know, there was a great one in concept. There was a great one in concept. The execution, though, was terrible. There was a great show. They need to bring it back. They need to bring it back. It was a show on Fox. Forget the year. I think it was 2010? maybe. No, Press Your Luck. No, Press Your Luck was the 80s. Press Your Luck was 70s and 80s. No, I'm not talking about revivals, like brand new game shows. Brand new game shows created then. But there was a show called $1 Million Money Drop. $1 Million Money Drop. Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a game show. I don't know if it was. Oh yeah. Yeah, Wall. I'm thinking of Hole in the Wall. Yeah, no, Wall, yeah. So there's a show called $1 Million Money Drop. Wait, one game show reboot that was worse than the original, one that was better. Double Dare 2000 was worse. Deal or No Deal was better. With the, yeah, Double Dare 2000, I could go on a whole rant about Double Dare 2000, how that show sucked. I could. But basically, $1 Million Money Drop, how it worked was like this. You asked a question, and there were 4... Oh, wait, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That was the century. That was good. No, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was good. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was a good show. That was a good show. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was a good show. Now, granted, some of the questions were bizarre. Like, I didn't learn any of that in 4th grade. Like, I did not learn Egyptian history in 4th grade. I know about Chinese dynasties in 3rd grade, but... Yeah, $1 Million Money Drop. How it worked was you had question, and you had 4 answer choices. And you had to assign your money, risk management, based on which one you thought was the right answer. And you kept the money the entire time, and like however much you finished with. So if you didn't know the answer, you want to go 50-50 on something, you could. I thought it was genius. Now, it didn't work because there was one episode where the question was wrong. The execution wasn't the best, but I thought that was a genius idea for a game show. Yeah, but Deal or No Deal, the revival was better. I like the idea of giving a counteroffer. And then, yeah, 5th grade, what was it, 2005, 2006? Yeah, no, that was a good show. That was a good show. But Double Dare 2000 stunk. That's my easy answer to reboot that was worse. That's my easy answer. All right, G.I. Joe, yeah. I like the George Carlin one, but the 91 version was better. Okay, wait, I'm going to pause just very quickly right here. Again, my stomach is just a bit on the weird side right now. I'm just pausing. I'll be right back. Hang tight for like the next 5 minutes. I'm going to be right back. I'm pausing the timer. I'm going to be right back. Again, my stomach is just, it's a bit weird right now. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit weird. Hang on. Give me one quick second. Hang on. I will be back short. Hang on. Back shortly. Okay. Give me one quick second. I will be right back. Oh, man. Wait, hang on. Just make this bigger so people know. Listen for the flush. Listen for the flush. Yep, listen for the flush. Hang on. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm pausing the timer. I'll be right back in a bit. Alright, guys, thank you for bearing with me on that. I have no clue what the heck happened. Thank you for bearing with me. I am so sorry about that. Yeah, my stomach is just... Whew, I don't know what happened. So, we're back. If you're still with me, thank you so much for staying with me. Yeah, we're going to try and power through. We're going to try our absolute best to power through. I feel fine, just stomach is grumbling at random times. That's really, really all it is. Yeah, wasn't going to miss the ball drop. Wasn't going to miss the ball drop. Alright, so worst game show I've ever watched. Oof. Candy Crush. It's got to be Candy Crush. It's got to be Candy Crush. And that show was terrible. The pacing was off. The gameplay was bizarre. Everything was bad. Everything was bad. Alright. Let's see, we have G.I. Joe by Fensler Film is next up on the list of things to do. Alright, here we go. G.I. Joe PSA compilation. Here we go. Here we go. You fixed it? Yep, we're about to ring the new year soon. What is this? I've never seen his faces. It's sort of like the Charlie Brown adult. Want to personally enjoy 2024? Hop back on the run. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh man, I've never seen this before. That was a good parody. Alright, let's do one more. One more parody for now. What the hell? Sweetie from the future. Yes, you are Sweetie me from the future. Oh, those photos are funny. Holy cow. Oh, man. Just the voice acting on those parodies is so funny. The Card Sharks. I've not seen the Card Sharks movie in 2001. I've not seen that. Favorite calendar year I've been alive for? Ooh. That's a tough one. Honestly, 2009 was pretty good. 2009, good friend group, good music. 09 was fun. I'll say 2009 was I got no complaints about 2009. 2009 was awesome. Alright, Better by Moving Stills. And then Lady, Hear Me Tonight. I will say I'm going to flip on the Ryan Seacrest thing once we get back from commercial on that. There's also a lot of fireworks happening outside, so it's going to get hectic. I can promise you that. It's going to get very hectic. I'll have to check out. I've never heard of this band before. Moving Stills Better is a song. Or here we go. Whew, you can really hear the fireworks now. You can really hear them coming. Where's GSN? I don't know, like GSN original game shows. I'm not too well acquainted with those. Oh, you can really see the fireworks now. Oh, I like the speed. I don't know how to describe this. It definitely sounds like something. Probably like mid 2010s. Like it fits with that mid 2010s like alt rock sound. I like this. Worst running back room ever. Oh boy. Ooh, that's tough. was a big firework. I said the Lions the year before they got Barry Sanders. That was abysmal. Emperor, fun with the tour. Thank you so much. I'm still in 2023 for an hour more. That is Pacific time. Pacific time, baby. I'm mountain, but Pacific Coast, I got nothing against that. Yeah, 4 more minutes, and I'm going to turn on the Ryan Secrets thing for that. Oh, yeah, there's tons of fireworks right now. I'm in the middle of a city. There are tons of fireworks. There's going to be a lot of fireworks. The worst calendar year? 2020. I don't even think I need to elaborate on that. I mean, I grew the channel. I made some great, like connections. It was a fulfilling year for, like, my business, but yeah, 2020 was awful. I mean, the Jaguars stunk. Sports were canceled. I was inside for half the year. Yeah, there's nothing good about 2020. Oh, man, that was a good song. All right, here we go. Ryan Secrets time. Ryan Secrets time. Here we go. And then we're going to do Love Me Tonight by Mojo Lady. And then, you know, since someone asked about game shows, we're talking about game shows, I'll do my Double Year 2000. I haven't done that in like 3 years. I did that a while ago. But here we go. I don't think ABC's going to copyright claim anything. If they do, I'll just edit it out afterwards. Here we go, folks. Celebrate the new year with me. Here we go. Here we go, watching ABC. You know, this is an interesting year, 2023. A lot of change, obviously, a lot of change. Just a quick reflection before we start the 60-second countdown of ours. So you got the new place, the new studio. Did a lot of cool stuff, and it's all because of you guys. You guys, this is the first year that I did YouTube full-time. I'm going to stop the clock for a moment. This first year I did YouTube full-time. Full year. And this has been a dream of mine for a while, and you guys made it all possible. So let's see what 2024 brings. I think it's going to be a very, very good year. Hopefully it's a good year for all of us, unless you're a fan of an AFC South team, in which case I hope we win the division again. But thank you guys for making this all possible. Thank you guys for making this all possible. And, yeah, thank you. Really, 2023 was awesome. Did a lot of cool stuff. And here we go. We're about to count down. About to count down. Now, my cable's a bit behind. I just realized that. So you can hear the audio. You can hear the audio. You can see that my cable is a bit behind. It still says 11:58 on mine. So we're gonna. My countdown's gonna be a bit off. My countdown's gonna be very off. Very, very off. Happy New Year, Dominic. Thank you for tuning in. All right, here we go. So now they're doing the countdown. Okay, so we figured out my cable is 22 seconds behind. 22 seconds behind. That is how far behind my cable is compared to real time. So that's the official thing. 22 seconds. So 40 seconds. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Oh, I'm watching this fireworks display in Phoenix. Oh, man. You should see this from my apartment right now. Holy cow. You should see this from my apartment. This is absolutely nuts. Every person's launching fireworks. Here we go. 20 seconds until the ball drops in Times Square. Well, it dropped 2 hours ago, but in my mind it is. Yeah, I love this room. Built it this year. All because of you guys. 10 seconds. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this, folks. Really? They used Arial font? They used Arial font to ring in the new year? Times Square where they use Arial font. Oh, man. Happy New Year 2024. We have made it. Oh, this fireworks display is nuts outside my apartment. Holy cow. Happy New Year, guys. Banjo playing by some member for 4 months, so Happy New Year. Hopefully this will be the best year. Hopefully. Got a lot of cool stuff. The documentaries, JG9 News. Got a lot of cool stuff with this channel. Trust me. 2024, we're going bigger. We're going bigger than we ever have before. I might have to lower the volume just because now New York is playing that. We'll definitely get copyright claimed. Happy New Year, everyone. What a start to the year with you guys. Happy New Year. If you're on the East Coast, it's been 22 hours, but where I am, it is mountain time. We are just ringing in the new year now. Oh, fireworks. It's so cool outside my apartment right now. Oh my god. So many fireworks. Oh my goodness. It's like everywhere you look, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Let's just stand up for a moment, just really quickly. I'm just gonna stand up to the window and just admire it really quickly. This is insanity. Again, we got a lot of cool stuff for 2024. We're changing that news. Hopefully, we can get to 100K. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not expecting to, but we're gonna try our absolute hardest to get to 100K this year. We're gonna try our absolute hardest. This is insanity. So many fireworks. Happy New Year. Pacific Coast, you got one more hour. Pacific Coast, you got one more hour. We'll see if we stay on for that. Depends on how overtime it's going. Yeah, I'm hoping there aren't just people randomly firing guns. Well, I can't show exactly where I am outside. That would give away my exact location. That would be a problem. No, I would not do that. I would not do that. All right. Let's do Lady Hear Me Tonight by Mojo. Yeah, this year's got potential. Hopefully this year's got potential for a lot of you. Okay, so my first song in 2024, technically. I've never heard the song in my life. It's got 262 million views. Biggest under the radar team? No one's taking the Colts seriously. The Colts have just flown under the radar. No one's talking about them compared to other teams. They talk about the Jaguars and their running their collapse, the Texans with CJ Stroud. The Colts are just there. Yeah, hopefully this is the year. I have a good feeling about this year. I've got a really good feeling about this year. I like the direction we're going in. And look, you guys have made this all possible. I love the beat on it. Oh, man. And the vocals with the harmonies right away. Oh, that's right. It's from the GTA soundtrack. That's why. Yeah, this song is... Whew. It's like 80s beat, but with 2000s vocals. This is a banger. This is a banger and a half. Oh, man. Sweet but Psycho by Eva Max, a tour from Zach G. Okay, we can definitely do that one. I love that song. That whole album, that first album was amazing. Yeah, we can definitely do some Sweet but Psycho. We can do some Sweet but Psycho. That's not even remotely an issue. Sweet but Psycho is a great song. I mean, technically, this is first live stream in 2024. It's a weird one. A weird stream for sure. We have the Jaguars recap, game show talk. My stomach did some things. Wait, they're showing the Google ad now? They usually show the Google ad after. They show the Google ad before the bowl drops. Usually that's the last commercial of the old year. The Google ad's not the first one? Really? I mean, I've seen this ad before. They showed it during Christmas. But why is this the first ad of 2024? Usually that's the last ad of 2023. No, Browns weren't quietly good. No, people were talking about the Browns. Especially with Flacco. Oh, Flacco's coming back? Yeah. A lot of dance pop tunes. Oh, yeah. Oh, the song is sick. I've never heard this before. I mean, I played some GTA, but not like... It's at like friends' places for like 10 minutes. It's not like I don't have the actual game, but I've watched a lot of clips of it. That's why. Yeah. And the Google ad, the end of the year Google ad's always good. The Google ad to end the year is always good. They don't miss. Google doesn't miss to end the year. Ooh, Swedish House Mafia. Calvin Harris. He has some... I love that. I mean, that sound he had in like the late 2010s with Feels and Heat Stroke, Slide. Oh, that was such a great album. Yeah. Yeah, that's a phenomenal song. That's going on my playlist. That's amazing. All right, first official question of 2024 as I listen to some Sweet But Psycho with Ava Max. One of maybe the best pop song of 2019. Like, this is so late 2000s Lady Gaga-esque. I love it. Like, this could be a Lady Gaga song in 2009. Fits in perfectly. I love that sound. Happy New Year from North Carolina to the worst start of the NFL. Absolutely. Hopefully you don't get a drink thrown on you. Jags beat Browns in first round. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Who drew a thing on a Jags fan? David Tepper, the owner of the Panthers. Zach G, member for 4 months now. Thank you so much. That song's sample chic. That would make sense why it's so funky. What a year has been starting from XFL to USFL. Yep, the streams on the couch. And now NFL, crazy year with lots of ups and downs, but this channel made the downs not feel as prominent. I tell you, Giants season really over on week 1. You did tell me that. Man. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for making this all possible, man. Yeah, we've come a long way. In 1 year. So I can't imagine what we're going to be like 1 year from now in 2025. I can't even imagine. Just think, 1 year ago, at this time, I was not even streaming stuff. When I was working on my laptop on a couch. And XFL streams, compared to what we do now, I mean, just look at this. In 1 year, look at this. Just, like, take it all in. Like, think about it. Like, when the year started, we did XFL, we were just testing it out, seeing if it would work on my 13-inch laptop. On a couch. Just, it looked like it was fun, but it looked so weird. And now we've got this, like, Happy New Year, guys. Like, what's 2025 going to be like? 2024 going to be like? What are we going to be like 1 year from now? Like, this is insane. Like, this is just the beginning. I promise you. I got no plans of slowing down anytime soon. We're not stopping anytime soon. We're only going up. You know, I love the XFL streams, but just, it's so different compared to this now. It's so different compared to this. Like, we're going to have, like, the actual helmets behind me, and, like graphics and intro videos and everything like that. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. I cannot wait. A lot of cool stuff in 2024. The real question, will Cujo get a membership in 2024? I have no clue. Yeah, 10 more hours of college football. All right, first official question of 2024. Which player do you think should be in the Jags Ring of Honor? McCardle, MJD definitely. MJD, McCardle, Meester. Those three. Put them in. Especially Jones-Drew. Jones-Drew, how is he not in? It makes no sense. I know there was a feud between he and Shad Khan when he left the team, but come on, let bygones be bygones. It's been a decade. He's a legend. Absolute legend. Oh no, I feel old with the music I like. I feel like I listen to like a lot of 80s and 90s music and like some 70s music, and like I see artists and they're like on their farewell tour. I'm like, oh crap, like I gotta see them now. Yeah, trust me, it only goes by faster. Enjoy your college life. Trust me, Evan. Enjoy your college life, man. Enjoy it, because it goes by very quickly before you know it. And then it's like this weird limbo where like you wish you were back, but you don't wish you were back, but at the same time you miss the memories. Because don't forget us originals. Oh, I would never forget. Of course. Why would I ever forget? Why would I ever? Baselli's in the Ring of Honor. No, Baselli's in the ring. He was the first person in. Baselli's in the ring. You know, I'm not forgetting any of you guys. Okay, who's the first musical performance of 2024? Technically, is this Megan Thee Stallion? I've seen her live before she opened it for Dua Lipa. Not the best, so we can leave that on mute. We can leave it on mute. You know, trust me, I do not forget names like that. There's no way. I have a very... Look, I recited everything, every Week 17 game the Jags have played since 2005, in order. There is no way I'm ever forgetting any of you guys. That's just how my brain works. All right, since this is the end of overtime... Yes, absolutely. 42 said, thank you so much for level 1 support, man. Thank you so much. And may this be a great year for all of us. Growth, prosperous, and all that. So, like I promised, we'll end this stream. You know, I saw Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia Tour, was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. Future Nostalgia Tour. Amazing. tour. She puts on a show. She should get the halftime show at some point. Yeah, she opened up for Megan Thee Stallion opened up for Dua. But the Double Dare rant. I think it's time for the Double Dare rant. So let's start 2024 with my first official rant of the year. Because we've been talking game shows, Scorpion asked earlier, the worst reboot of a game show of all time. Double Dare 2000. Yeah, JG Music, I've definitely thought about that. Double Dare 2000 was the worst reboot I've ever seen in my life. Alright, so for those who don't know what Double Dare is this game show on Nickelodeon. A classic game show. Absolutely classic game show. The OG Nickelodeon game show, pretty much. And how Double Dare worked was... Wait, I moved the wrong thing. Okay. How Double Dare worked is basically you ask questions, or the host asks questions to contestants. They get it right, they get points. If they don't get it right, they can pass it on to the other contestant. And a dare, or if they get it, they can steal possession of the board, or they can double dare and give it back to the other team, in which case the other team can either guess the question or take a physical challenge. And if they got the physical challenge, it's like this 30 seconds to do something, they won the points at the end of the day. And then you had the winning team go on to the obstacle course, and they had to complete 8 messy obstacles in a minute. And it was a fun show. It was a great show. Phenomenal show. Like maybe the best Nickelodeon game show. I don't know if I've taken over Legends of the Hidden Temple, but it was still a great show. Top 3 minimum. Guts, Double Dare, that. And then you had Double Dare, you had Family Double Dare, Super Sloppy Double Dare. No complaints with any of those. Mark Summers was great in all those. And then they stopped it after 93, and then they brought on Double Dare 2000. 7 years later. Now, the prizes were sick. The prizes were sick for Double Dare 2000. I will admit, the prizes were sick. Islands of Adventure, when it first opened up, like, that looked really cool. It still is, but yeah. I had no problem with the host either. I forget his name, but I had no problem with the host. Mark Summers was great, but... Oh, it's definitely the most well-known Nickelodeon game show. Definitely. Definitely. But, I had no problem with the host. The problem was that the show just sucked. Okay, so here's what happened in Double Dare 2000. First off, instead of 2 people per team, there were 4. So you had the 2 siblings, a mom and a dad. That's usually what it was. 2 siblings, the mom and the dad. Now, they had it for Family Double Dare, but the thing was that the questions were reasonable difficulty. So the questions, yeah, you get some of them right, but you get some of them wrong. Possession would change. You'd actually get some possession changes. Because there were some questions that were not very easy to answer. They were tough. Double Dare 2000, they dumbed down the questions to a ridiculously easy level that it was terrible. And what that meant was that there were no possession changes. Jason Harris was so... Yeah, I like Jason Harris. There were no possession changes at all. Because the questions, you have to be dumb as bricks to not get them right. I'm not talking about, like me. I'm talking about if you were 8. And if you didn't get it, who cares? Because you have the mom and the dad, and they know the answer to the questions. It was, like, the easiest questions in the world. So possession never changed of the board. So you dumbed down the questions while increasing the average age of the contestants, so you get no possession changes. Imagine, like, if you're watching football. Imagine if every drive you maintain possession for 25 minutes. That would be terrible to watch if that's how the sport was played. But that's what this was. And then you had the Triple Dare Challenge. So you had the Double Dare, so you had the physical challenge, and then they added this new element called the Triple Dare Challenge, which was basically an extra component to get triple the points if you got the challenge. So let's say it was, you have 30 seconds to stack 3 cakes on top of each other. You could take the Triple Dare Challenge, press the button for the Triple Dare Challenge, and that would be, okay, now you have to stack 4 cakes on top of each other. It makes sense in theory. The problem was that it took so long to introduce the thing that would take up half the time. The pacing of Double Dare is what made it great. You had rapid-fire questions, the challenges in and out rapid-fire. And now you have the Triple Dare Challenge, and it took up half the Double Dare time. The second round took up half the time. Because they spent all this thing. They had like a monkey bringing out props, and they had like this lady bringing out props, and they had these sound effects, and it would take all this extra time that was wasted on presentation instead of showing the actual thing, and the Triple Challenge was so pointless because it changed absolutely nothing. So you had no possession changes, so there would be many games, where the other team would not answer a single question. Because they lost the opening challenge in round 1 and 2, and they would just be silent. You would know nothing about them, because they answered no questions because they never got control of the board. You got like 10 questions around versus... The original double there was like 20. They cut the questions in half because of the Triple Dare Challenge and the pacing. It was all off. And then the Slobstacle course was terrible. Because there were some things that were literally impossible to do. And look, there's some obstacles that require more than others. Time than others. Like the slide, the kid squisher, the gumball machine. Yeah, that's gonna take some time. That's gonna take less time than doing the Grail Eskin Bowl thing or the Ice Cream Sundae slide or finding the flag in the blimp. I get that. That I have no problem with. Problem was that there were certain things that you physically couldn't do any faster. So there was one of these stupid things where they had this machine that you had to hold on and get from one side to the other, but it was run by a robot. So you had to go from like one platform to the other, and the robot, you couldn't change the speed of the robot. So you were stuck, so you wasted all that time regardless. Everything should have been... Yeah, you can still send requests, yeah. Yeah. Everything still had to be, like, they lost the human element of it. Like, it should be, theoretically, you can accomplish the course in no time at all. If you do it right, if you master it, you should be able to accomplish the course in no time at all. Every machine, if you average it out, there's 8 machines, or 8 things, 60 seconds. Each one should take about 8.5 seconds. Problem with this one was that there were some machines that it was physically impossible to do it in under 15 seconds. Physically impossible to do it in under 15 seconds. Because there was the... What was the name of that machine? Hang on. I'm looking up the name of that machine. What's the obstacles? Which one was it? I'm trying to figure out which one. A lot of fireworks. Oh, yeah. Gak Factory. That was the one. Yeah, Gak Factory. That's the one. Like, the rail, it was so slow. You couldn't do anything. Oh, doing the first Powerball veneer? Oh, boy. I would hate to do this, though. Like, why would you want to start the year off on a bad note? Like, yeah, you have a 1 in 5 shot being a millionaire, but, like, you're on screen, they have to act like you're a good sport, you just lost $1 million. 4 or 5 people with their New Year's going to be off to a terrible start. Why would you want to do this? I don't know why you would. But yeah, that's my take on WR 3000. It ruined everything. In terms of... Oh, she collapsed. Oh boy. Man, I get why she collapsed. She's a millionaire now. But... I mean, not after taxes, but... There are 4 people that... Like, you're starting off on the wrong foot. But... With WR 2000, again, the pacing was off, the obstacles were off, everything was off about that show. Everything was off. It ruined the charm of the original. Now, I will say they brought Double Dare back in like what year was it, 2018? Yeah, I was getting to that. That's a good revival. That one's a good revival. That one worked. That one had the magic of the original. In terms of obstacles that weren't driven by technology, driven by cranes and whatnot. Questions that weren't... Like, you could change possessions. That one was a good revival. Okay, hands for the tour. Thank you so much. Wilco Heavy Metal Drummer. All right, we will do that. We will do that. Yeah, that one was good. That one I liked. I like that one. That one is totally fine. And DuckTales, that was a great revival. That was a great revival. Yeah, I'm talking Zelda 2000 stunk. And 6XL is like the one they aired on Nick Gas a lot. It's like, no, you're airing the worst version of it. The best one was like Family or Super Sloppy. Probably Super Sloppy, that was probably the best one. Alright, Wilco, Heavy Metal Drummer. Let's do it. Oh, this sample's something. Oh, what the heck does this sample? This sample's something. Oh man, I recognize that. Worst TV show worst TV show reboot. Ooh. That I'm trying to figure out. You know, DuckTales was, yeah, it was better than the original. Worst TV show reboot. How's it going? That's Smart Guy. Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year to you, too. We got a minute left in overtime, or after the song is done. I haven't seen Card Sharks. Yeah, the opening drum beat, yeah. No, it's got to be a sample. It's not, yeah. Because I've heard it before. This definitely fits in with that early 2000s, like, the mid 2000s sound. Definitely fits in. Where's the TV show reboot? Charlie and Rose, Judges Cuts 3. Thank you so much, Connor, for the tour. Let's reset that timer by a bit. Let's reset that timer. I'm trying to think of the worst TV show reboot. It's not the worst reboot, but they completely butchered Fuller House compared to Full House. The ending was shameful. Yeah, no, we're still going. Do I remember this one? Alright, we're gonna skip the audition part. I don't know if I remember this one. Yeah, I definitely hear like I like the use of the synths after the chorus. I like that. Yeah, I like the use of the synth after the chorus. Yeah, I don't say it's the worst because like there were some passable moments of that, but like the kids, none of them besides Ramona were any like good or like well developed at all. They were pretty irredeemable for the most part. The message was just all off. And Joey, they destroyed his character. Like, he was a terrible parent on Fuller House. Like, how did he just forget how to parent? It makes no sense. So the whole second half of the game playing board games with friends failing, you made the right call. Bottom 3 Madden? Oh, I don't know, but recent Madden's have not been that good. Alright, we're doing the Charles and Rose. I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one. Michael Jordan Howard said to the William Hung version. Oh, God. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Alright. Here we go. Charles and Rose. I have no clue what to expect. I don't remember this one. Oh, jeez. There's no way this is any good. How did this get through? How did this make it through? How the... Yeah, they declined. I mean, they were forced against their will to do Full House, so I get why they want nothing to do with it. How did this make it through to past the audition stage? There's nothing redeeming. It's not even funny. You can't sing. You can't dance. Like, what? This is a... They're like Legos? I got nothing against Legos, you know. My best friend from college is obsessed with Legos. Now, Legos are cool. Legos are really cool. I'm never good at building them, but I do like Legos. What's the appeal? Because again, the whole point of this show is to find a Vegas act. How can this couple do a show in Vegas for an hour? Yeah, Wink Martindale, Panthers head coach. Take Joe Barry and Press Taylor with you. Oh my god. There's nothing... What? That was terrible. Simon give a standing O to that? How? I don't get the appeal. I honestly don't get the appeal. Verkowski's still his spaceman. He's on a cruise somewhere right now. He's on a cruise. Favorite toy? Like, growing up? Oh, I used to be obsessed with Lincoln Logs. Growing up, Lincoln Logs. I used those a lot. Yeah, that was bizarre. I don't think I got ruined. Like, Ann Beckett was on the show for like 3 episodes a season. I'm saying, what? His performance. Yeah, the voice of producers pick the songs like that's it. Yeah, so on shows like that, they usually, like, it's usually you put in like a list and they pick which one you want to do. Not just picking blindly, but oh yeah. Yeah, they were I don't blame them being traumatized, being child actors. I don't blame them. Tried to get into Idol, they were great, but they didn't make it because they wanted someone bad so the judges could mock them. Yeah, I've always thought, like, what if you intentionally bomb your audition in a funny way, but then when you get to the judges stage, you're actually really good. So you're going to be a box. That was the timer. That was a timer. We are done with overtime. We're done with that. How'd I end up here? I don't know, but I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. But we're going to be signing off right about now. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a happy and healthy new year. Wednesday night live trivia, Tuesday night members only Q&A stream. If you're not a member and you want to join the Q&A stream, you can become a member today. And we're going to do every game Saturday, 2 games Saturday, and we're going to do the Sunday night football game to end the regular season between the Bills and the Dolphins for the AFC East title. We got 2 Dumb Decisions episodes coming out tomorrow if all goes according to plan. Definitely 1. We'll see how my stomach's feeling. If I can do the 2nd. Fingers crossed I can. But I have no clue. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you again, as always. Have a happy new year. And JJ9 signing off. Take care, everyone.